It is Sunday, the week before Halloween. Don't ask me what week it is. I've only had one cup of coffee. Anyways, I'm on my morning walk today, and I'm trying to keep up with this whole video thing. So, in lieu of that, I'm just gonna attempt to record something while we're walking. Yesterday, I ran across a post on the internet. And knowing me, I should rephrase this, I'm usually very good. I can scroll by things. But this one was one of those things I needed to chime in on because everybody else was being an idiot, which is a pretty common excuse for posting something online. But it was about a gal who had 3 standard poodles, and she just brought in this new one who was a bit younger and a bit more rambunctious. And Gus! Sorry. And she was having problems with them kind of getting along, start working together, etc., etc. He's been, jumping and acting like a fool. And a lot of people, don't leave it, Winnie. Sorry, there's half a deer sitting in the road. Good girl. Good girl. Anyways. So I just chimed in because there was a lot of rambly-blambly nonsense about pack dominance and submission and all these things and how he was dominating the other ones. And I was like, I may not be the smartest person, and it certainly took me a little bit to realize this, but, when you know better, you do better. And as soon as I was approached, not by the crazy, insane, positive-only people, we all know them, even the positive people know them, but by people who actually had paperwork and documentation that said, hey, look, we were wrong. Dogs don't have pack dominance. They just don't. They don't have the hierarchy. That's unmoving. I believed it. And I started to see it. As soon as my mind opened up to that, I was like, oh, hey, this makes way more sense with their social structure and for what I've been seeing, because for the longest time, I couldn't quite cram my dogs into the mold of pack and dominance, like one of my dogs always being dominant or something, because it's just not true. And none of my dogs would ever, challenge that. It just isn't, it's just not true. And that was the reason I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I am one of those people who, if you put enough stupid words down, I will respond. And I can't help myself, I just have to. Especially if it's about something near and dear. And it was poodles, and, they're not... I don't understand how people have these problems. They're just not pushy dogs. I mean, they can be pushy. They can have problems. I'm not going to try to cram someone else's dog into a mold. But for God's sakes, they're not trying to dominate you or your other dogs. They're just not. They just want to play and be happy. And that's what I was trying to get across to her. And I hope I managed to do that. I also ended up, messaging her. I don't like having public debates on the internet about things that are, let's just say, hot button topics. Especially when it comes to training. That's a super hot button topic. Anyways, so, and I guess it was also near and dear to my heart because I just, took 2 when I made it 3 again. I'm a little bit luckier. My dogs knew each other. Actually, now that I think about it, her dogs did know each other originally too. But anyways, yeah, it was one of those things where, I have this experience and I just wanted to share it, and it just got me thinking about how easily Winnie just kind of slipped back in. I haven't done anything special. When she came, the first thing that happened was she was let out, she aired, then I let my dogs out, and they were in a run the whole time, and they just started playing together. And it was kind of nice, because my friend had brought her other female along with, she's a crazy dog. It's the short hair, they're all crazy. But, now so are my poodles. Anyways, and they just kind of played, and she just kind of slid right in, and I haven't had any problems since. They've been a little more separated than most people. Good girl, Winnie. Because, she's coming into heat. She's been a little, leaky. other than that. Hasn't been too much sort of weird behavior, but I keep them separate. And she just went into heat. And normally my dogs are fairly good about that. Gus, she doesn't want to play. Sorry, he's trying to eat her. Here, you probably are tired of watching my face. Oh, so anyways. Yeah, I've been quite lucky to have two boys who understand that girls don't always want to make babies with you. No, I'm just kidding. She just went into heat, so she probably, within the next few days, the boys are going to get nutty enough that I can't have them together. I don't have them together when I'm not watching, because that's how you make puppies, which is also one of those weird things I can't seem to understand how people do. It's like, oh, Gus, leave her alone. Good dog. It's like, oh, yeah, you have a boy and a girl, and you just left them together in the same room and didn't expect puppies to happen. Hell, I don't leave my dogs out together even if they're not in heat, because knowing them, they'll do something bad. Do not harass her, Doodles. Good dog. Anyways, so, as I was saying, Winnie's fitting back in. I haven't been too concerned. She's putting on a little bit of weight here and there. Like I said originally, she wasn't really emaciated. She was just underweight, and it was mostly due to the fact she just didn't have any muscle tone. Poodles look like that when you haven't, done anything with them. They look like these little skin and bone structures. But she's been listening well, getting along fairly well. She's been doing really good. Haven't had too many problems with her. Haven't had any potty issues, nothing like that. No real transitional issues, which I'm kind of proud of. She's only like 1.5 years. So hopefully we keep having, good progress and everything like that. That's about it. Got really nothing else to say. I'm hoping that lady with her 3 dogs figures it out, and that, they start getting back into the groove of everything. I know not everybody can have it easy the same way I do. Last guy that watched Winnie sure as heck didn't, so that's just one of those things. I don't know what I do that makes it different. I try to describe it to people, and usually I'm wrong. Alright, this is where we turn around. Alright, let's go. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Have a good one. Bye.